First and foremost, I'd like to say how honored and humbled I am to have been nominated and inducted here. It means a great deal to me to be inducted alongside the other accomplished individuals and join the growing list of exceptional people already in this Hall of Fame. I was born and raised here in Marshfield. I grew up going to countless Marshfield High School athletic events, and I'm extremely fortunate to be able to call this place my hometown. There are countless people I owe a debt of gratitude towards for being able to be here and be put in this position today. First and foremost, my family, my parents, Al and Cheryl. I guess there's not a whole lot I can put into words of how thankful I am and how much you guys have done for me. You just can't really describe, of just always being there, supportive, telling you the tough thing when it needed to be told to you, encouraging you when you're down, all of it. You just, I don't know, there's just not a lot I just wouldn't be here without them, extremely grateful and thankful to them. And also, I'll get to this a little bit later, but my brother Lou, I can't, as Mr. Zeicher said, it can't be unsaid how important of a role he played. For as long as I can remember, I've loved sports, watching and playing them. My brother and I would spend countless hours in the backyard, running football routes with each other, one-on-one with my dad as the all-time quarterback, playing horse one-on-one in the driveway, playing catch with the baseball as soon as the snow melted on the sidewalk out in front of our house. Just always outside and active. Both my parents were active individuals, played sports growing up. My dad was a basketball official for 30 plus years, so I was able to be exposed to a lot of high-level athletics, I think, too, at an early age, being brought to games, going to my older brother's events, things like that. Along those lines, my older brother was 4 grades ahead of me. We shared a lot of similar interests in that regard. In those early days, we would play a lot of things head-to-head, and for a lot of those early days, I did not win very many of them, which to me, I think, helped form and fuel my competitive spirit. It's not very fun to lose things and lose them time and time again, and I think but continuing to get back up and try again tomorrow, I think, is really important, because eventually you're going to break through that wall, and I owe him a debt of gratitude for punishing me a little bit in those early days to allow me to continue to grow, and while also modeling myself, after him, and getting to tag along to his practices to get to play against older guys, which I think allowed me to improve, at a faster rate than maybe some of my peers early on. My parents drove me to countless practices, games, weekend tournaments, summer camps. They've just always been my biggest fans and supporters. Whether it was, driving to a Tuesday night January basketball game in Toma or Rhineland or Lakeland, I could always count on one, if not both of them, to be there. To chat after the game, whatever I needed. If you needed $10 to go to McDonald's after the game, whatever it may be, someone was always there, and for that I'm forever grateful. I also want to thank the 3 head coaches I had when I played here. Coach Denny Gadel, Coach Craig Michaels, and Coach Mark Z. It's a unique opportunity to be from Central Wisconsin and be, because it offers a unique opportunity to play 3 sports that don't really overlap the seasons. I think when I was a junior, we lost in the state semifinals in football on a Friday, and basketball practice started the next Monday. So unless we went to the state championship game, I wasn't going to miss any time either way. That's something that I guess I kind of took for granted until I went to college and professionally, where you hear stories of people from further south where you really kind of have to pick a fall and a spring sport or a winter sport, because there are just too many things tugging in different directions and the seasons go longer. And I just think I was really fortunate to not have that, and also not have the pressures from any one of them to force me or want me to devote more time to the others. I think I did a pretty good job of trying to devote my time equally. I would do 7-on-7 football on Wednesday nights in the summer, morning weights, strength and conditioning for football 5 days a week in the morning, and then play Legion baseball games at night in the summers, and play at least one travel basketball tournament in the summers, and try to go to league basketball if I had an opening. I tried an open gyms. I tried to split my time evenly, and show them that I cared. I wasn't going to just mail it in that particular sport. I wanted to be good, just I had other commitments that I also cared a lot about. I just think it was a really unique opportunity that I think helped me a lot along the way in developing in each sport, of being able to play other things, getting a break from one, while also developing skills that help you improve in the other that you may not know it at the time. I'd also like to thank Bill Zeicher and Paul Fagan for kind of spearheading the nomination. Both of these individuals not only coached me all through high school and had me as a student in their classrooms, but they kind of knew me before I was a student here as well, and kind of witnessed and helped usher the year-to-year growth, I think, of me as a student and as an athlete. I'm fortunate enough to call them both friends, and for a time in 2020 we were golfing buddies for a good part of the summer too, when I was here and didn't have a lot else to do. Athletics have opened a lot of doors for me. I was fortunate enough to get to go to Bradley University on a baseball scholarship, and then get drafted 3 years after that and play 5 years professionally. Traveled all over the country playing, and have met a bunch of exceptional people along the way. That was a unique experience that I don't take for granted. As I've transitioned into a more real-world job, I guess you might want to say, over the last couple of years, I'm grateful for all the skills acquired and lessons learned from my athletic journey. Building a strong work ethic as a foundation, being able to get back up and bounce back from adversity, and keep a level head in high-pressure situations are things that I think you face no matter what your walk of life, and those are kind of molded in these early years of youth and high school athletics. So once again, I just want to say thank you. I'm beyond fortunate to have great people in my life that have helped me get here, and it's just an awesome honor to be recognized for an unforgettable 4 years in this building.